Hi everybody and welcome. It feels like I've been going live with you almost every day. Well, at least every week lately. It's probably because I have. I hope you can all hear me. I have unmuted my mic. Always a good start, right? Because sometimes it's easy to forget that. Sometimes it's easy to forget to mute in the first place. So I'm getting the hang of this. It's taking years, but I'm getting the hang of it. So welcome one and all. It is a hot summer day here in Wisconsin as we approach the month of June. It's sort of like we kind of skipped spring. We basically had winter and then we had rain and then we have summer. But it is a beautiful day out there, and I know you're coming in from all over the place. I've got Michigan, South Carolina, Florida, Illinois, Maine. Oh my gosh. Okay, Greenville, Tennessee, Ohio, Idaho, California, and it's chilly in Southern California. Wow, that's amazing. Well, thank you all for being here. Speaking of Southern California, my daughter lives in San Diego. A lot of you knew her from way back in the day, like in the early 2000s when she was just a little girl, and now she's an interior architect, just living her best life. Only her cat has run off. So just pray that little conch makes his way back to Emily's house in San Diego. If you are a cat owner, you know how they can be little escape artists and how hard that is when that happens. So let's see, I have a full itinerary. I wrote it down all on my clipboard here. So today is actually a really, we're approaching two really big anniversaries. Number one is that June 1st will be Club Scrap's 27th anniversary. I know a lot of you have been around all 27 of those years, and for that I am just eternally grateful. And then we're celebrating the birthday of our country. So on 4th of July, that's coming up. So we are celebrating that this year too. So stay tuned to see what we are doing to help you with all of the memories you're going to make celebrating the 250th anniversary of America in July. So first on the agenda is to tell you more about the beautiful Nantucket collection. So I am going to set aside my computer here and give you your first look at the Nantucket Page Kit papers. Okay, and here they are. So beautiful. You can see we went with those rich nautical tones, and we have two prints for you. This one has the lighthouse on it, of course, a nice distressed background. We've got a really distressed kind of map of Cape Cod in the background, along with that gorgeous lighthouse. Not any particular lighthouse, but it is a lighthouse nonetheless. And then here we're calling this the compass print. It has the telescope on it. Again, that map like in the background, just very neutral, really cool prints. So far I have worked with this a lot and I've loved working with it. And then to complement that, of course, we have our nautical color palette here. We have got a nice light blue and then this rich, more of a deeper red. It's not as it's not watermelon red. It's definitely a nice rich red. Of course, 80-pound cover weight on all of this. And then we have this soft craft color and then a deep blue color. Yes, isn't that beautiful, Kat? I just love it. Now, every kit, of course, also comes with the Cutaparts. These are exceptionally beautiful. And Jacqueline did something I don't know if she's ever done it before. It's just odd that she hasn't, but it's really cool. She has turned some of the pieces of artwork into little postage stamps, put some really neat icons, brought in little beach house into the scene, some banner flags, some border strips. You've got our journaling prompt here, the compass making another appearance. And then she even included a nice list of general word titles so that you can trim these apart and incorporate them into your pages or cards or whatever you happen to be working on. And then you've got your titles. All of that is in here, more postage stamps here in this row. So I really love how those incorporated into the pages. Next up, we've got our photo mats. Of course, you've got the three each of the four different paper colors here, trimmed to 4 1/4 by 6 1/4, so you can mat those photos. In the ribbon department, we've got some lovely selections for you. Thank you, Craig, as always, for choosing such beautiful ribbons for us to play with. I've got a nice thick checked ribbon here, a kind of a neat idea for the Nantucket feel. And then we have the grosgrain red satin ribbon, grosgrain edged satin, and then we have 2 yards of the blue cord, which is really working nice for some of the embellishments we've included. So speaking of, here is one. This is a woodcut. It's a banner shaped woodcut. It's got the 2 holes drilled in here, and then let's just go back for a moment, shall we, to the Cutaparts. It's almost like we planned it because we did. So yes, now you can trim this and then just take a craft knife or scissors and then separate these two elements and you have what you need to go onto the banner piece as well. Okay, then other embellishments. We've got a set of 5 of these pre-made, which is kind of handy, some pre-made jute, they went flying, pre-made jute bows here. So those are going to provide a nice finishing touch with 0 of the effort. And then we got some really cool charms going on here. So first we have the compass charms. These are really high quality jewelry grade. So I always mention they would make pretty earrings, and this is no exception. They're looking dark on the camera, but I hope you can see how pretty they are. And they're perfect from both sides. So again, if you do decide you want to make these into earrings, those are going to be nice. And then we just have these little mini star charms, which just make a nice addition to the pages as well. Very, very simple, but sweet. And that's where that cord comes in for really nice attachments for that. Okay, now I'm going to stack all this up because that is the page kit, but now I want you to be able to see the pages. And if you're new here, I just want to point out that I don't just send you a box with all these fun things. Look, we did that in 1999, but that's so 1999. Now we include, and time really has helped refine the way we do our instructions here. So basically you'll follow along with the instructions, and then I have a workshop video. And each piece of paper here in the instructions is assigned a page. And I even have a system for that too that involves an accordion pocket file with all these pockets to stay organized. And I wanted to let you know that we have a local friend of ours making these for you. So you can buy them pre-made now. This has not been available for very long, but you can grab one of these organizers. It's the secret sauce to my system here. So if you need an accordion pocket file and you don't want to make one, I got you covered. Okay, so anyway, after you're done with this, you can make all the pages. And then let me show you, this is kind of cool. These are the scraps left over when you're done. In my blog post, I said they're the size of a micro SD card. So that, I mean, find a home for these and you can say 0, 0 scraps. Okay, so let me show you those layouts now that I've kind of explained how this works. It's really cool. So again, if you're new and if you've got questions about how that whole method works, you can even preview how the video workshop looks right on our website once I launch those workshop videos. Anyone can come and watch, but you know, if you've got the kit, you can actually play. So here are layouts 1 and 2. I did make my own bow here out of that beautiful checked ribbon. Excuse me. Here you can see that gold compass charm, how cool it looks on the postage stamp. If you happen to have one of those postage edged scissors, that could be cool. And here I just added the little star charm with our bookbinding glue. And then we have like that checked bow. And on our next page, I featured the great big banner shaped woodcut, along with 3 charms. And all I did here was I made these pieces of the trimmed paper look like tags by simply rounding the corner with our 3-in-1 corner punch. Here is the star charm added with the just a little sprig of that blue cord, and then a double looped bow here on the little cottage. Now, just a quick reminder, if you like to play with ribbon but don't really know where to start, I do have a ribbon playlist on our YouTube channel, so check that out. And by the way, while you're here, hit the subscribe button or the like button. Doesn't cost anything, and you can always know what's happening here at the warehouse. Now on this layout, I cut some little red, I call them paper ribbons, and then I incorporated those sweet little sayings, those little sentiments that you can cut and add. And this is the reason why these would have been scrapped, but I was able to incorporate them into the page to kind of puzzle in over here on the right, which I love how that turned out. Over here on the top, I added the little star with the blue cord, so it lands right at the top of our sweet little lighthouse. And then finally, pages 7 and 8, again, using up everything that came in the box, plus we want you to feel like your pictures are what takes center stage. So no matter what season or reason, the idea is that you can add your pictures to the layouts and have them look fantastic. Speaking of, if you are a member, each month you will receive kind of a freestyle but specific page formula. So this means you can take whatever's in your stash and then trim the papers exactly as indicated. You'll have very few scraps once again, and then that will give you a layout. I want to show you, this morning I came in and finished my page with pictures, so I wanted to show you how I did it, or what I did. So if you'll take a look on this side, you see how these pictures are horizontal? Well, I had a lot of vertical pictures, so all I did was I took the original and I rotated it so that it would accommodate my pictures. That's one of the things I love about the page formula, is it offers a lot of flexibility, but also confidence. So if you don't feel like you don't really know what to do, those page formulas, you can consult them and page through them and just pick one that works for whatever pictures you're working with. So here, all I did was use my 8x8 grid ruler, measured the spot for each picture, trimmed it, and here I have a wonderful record of a snowmobile trip. Yes, we were not in Nantucket. It was a snowmobile trip here in the UP of Michigan. But I thought, boy, it works, right? It really, really works. So I love how that turned out. Okay, now this is exciting. Before I move on to the card kit, I want to show you how we're going to be celebrating America 250, okay? Are you ready for this? Oh, I am so ready. I'm so excited. Okay, so here we have a couple of prints. This is the America 250 flag print, obviously. And then we have a gorgeous eagle print. We've got the flag going on in the background. We've got the Statue of Liberty. It's so iconic. And so you can grab these prints separately, okay? We also have an America 250 cut-apart set. And what's neat about this, you're going to notice it maybe if I point out to the little banner style shape here and here, that this is a 1-for-1 kind of a swap between this and the Nantucket Cutaparts, and I'll show you why in just a moment. So you can grab those Cutaparts separately, and then we even did a bonus text weight print, and this has probably got to be one of my favorites. And I'm going to be completely honest with you, I haven't even had time to play with this print yet, but I have all kinds of dreams for this. Okay, so we've got the text weight print, we have the Cutaparts, and we have the flag and the eagle print. Now, if you think, I just want all of it, please send me everything you have with this, we got you covered. We put together an America 250 bundle. So the bundle includes 2, 2, 2, and then the set of page cut-aparts, okay? So if you want all of this, you can just do it in one click, and the good news is you can also do it as a one-time add to your membership. That way you avoid any shipping charges on that. We'll just grab it on the line when we pack your box, okay? So if you're a member and you go into your member profile, you can see, let's see, what is it? I have it, I have a paper that says this for me here. It says one time only. And then you can add that, okay? So again, that's a member only thing. So don't try to do that if you're not a member, because then it won't ship. And that's going to be included in your box. Now let me show you what happens. We have a separate set of instructions, but not a separate video. The video you would want to follow kind of goes along with the Nantucket video. I didn't film something separate, but we did give you a separate document of the trimming instructions, the cutting maps with the Cutaparts on them, and then how they're distributed to the pages, and then you'll have the picture of each layout we created, and I'm going to quick show you those so you can see them firsthand. Here we have, maybe I should clean up my area here so it doesn't get too cluttered. I'll move this aside. You should see my studio after I'm done with the live. It's just absolutely trashed. Okay, so here we have layouts 1 and 2. We did have to make a little bit of some rearranging so that the highlights of the print could really take center stage on this. And I think Julie is giving some tips about going to your account profile, clicking manage subscription, and then the one-time feature can be found there. So thanks for sharing that little tip. Check this out. See how it translates? I mean, it just really works. And we were very conscientious when we selected the goodies for this collection so that they could be used, the star and the ribbon and the compass charm. All of it can be used, of course, when you swap 1-for-1 with these layouts. So we didn't do an entire kit of this. I was just realizing how similar Nantucket really was in the color scheme that we wanted. So we just decided to create the extra prints rather than produce an entire kit of this version. Okay, now I need to move back to Nantucket for just a minute, if you'll come with me back to Nantucket. And here we have the card kit. Now, again, there's no card kit for Nantucket either. I mean, sorry, for America 250 either. But you could use that text weight print and follow any kind of, any kind of card map that we've put out, and we've put out a lot of those. We weren't sure that a lot of people would be mailing 4th of July cards. I guess that's one of the reasons why we decided to forego it as a kit in and of itself. Okay, so let's talk. Oh, this is the text weight print in the card kit. Again, very neutral, very cool. I love the distressed feel of it and how neutral it is. There's a lot of depth to the color. And then for the papers, I am including 2 8.5 by 11 cover weight plain papers. These are going to become 4 card bases, and I'll show you the shortcut to making those right in the video. And then, of course, you have the 2 each of all the other colors in the full 12 by 12. And we did it again with the Cutaparts here. So we have all of the sentiments along the side, and you'll just trim those apart and then pick which ones you want to incorporate into your card. So you can see you basically just have a ton of neutral artwork. If you'd rather stamp your own sentiments, you could do that too. These could be very America 250 feeling just with the right sentiments. So again, exercise some of those creative muscles and you can transform this into whatever you need for the season, especially with this color schematic. Here we have the ribbon. We've got a light blue grosgrain. Oh, and this one is a new flavor of ribbon that they've just started manufacturing. It's just so pretty and pliable. I think that's one of the things I love about it most. It's a nice, rich, deep red that matches that paper perfectly. And then we have a couple yards of the natural jute for this. Goodies, we've got a pack of 4 of these little sleeves, these little envelope sleeves, and this is going to hold the tag that is featured on the Cutapart. We have 4 little craft banner tags here, and those are going to coincide with the banners that we've printed on the Cutaparts. We made sure those would fit perfectly onto the tags. We have a sheet of, these are my favorite, and they always look best when they're not on the sheet. I think a lot of you have joined the I Love Dazzles train, so welcome back. These are a gold-rimmed red star on a nice kind of a holographic tile, maybe like, I would say maybe glitter style background. And they make these just for us. So we can choose the color of the material and the color of the metallic, and we chose these fun stars. I've had them in the past and I just love them. They add so much. And then finally, we've got the envelopes, because what good is your card going to do if you don't have a way to send it, right? And not to mention, all of this includes those instructions, very detailed. Once again, I'll have you trimming and then checking grain direction, scoring. And if you are a card maker and don't know how to determine the grain direction of paper, join me for one of my video workshops so you can learn all about it. And then I'll show each finished card in there and we'll make them together. So the cards themselves, let's take a quick tour of those. I have everything. You joined Team Dazzle. I love it. Okay, so these are the cards, and you'll see those dazzles kind of pop up here and there, like just real subtle. And so this is our new, I'm just going to say structure. It's not really a unique structure. It's a single folded card, but what's featured here that I've made with the text weight paper, and maybe it's kind of hard to see on camera, but it's this pleated, it almost looks like waves. I don't know how to describe it. And these pleats then allowed me to think, it would be fun to like slide something inside one of those pleats. That's where the whole postage stamp thing came up. And oh, I see Carrie wants to reinstate her membership. Oh, we can definitely help you with that. Julie will get back to you soon on doing that. And again, you can see how we have these little sentiments. Those were the separate. So I chose greetings to go on this, seize the day, and adventure awaits. Again, another trail of dazzles on the inside of that card. Okay, and then, yeah, another pleated set here. So I did 2 in that vertical orientation, and then check it out how cute it is on the horizontal. I just think that is so neat. And when you do the video with me, I will explain in detail exactly how to score in the right direction so that those pleats, all you have to do is follow your score lines and it will make this like that. You're gonna wanna do this one multiple times. It's so much fun. Okay, then we've got the A6 card, or the card that fits into an A6 envelope. So here I chose a 3-part saying. Life's toughest storms prove the strength of the anchors, thinking of you. Love it. It's good to be young, but that ship has sailed. Happy birthday. Now, again, because you get to choose the sentiment, if you don't care for a little bit of a, sassy card, you can skip that altogether. Here's one for encouragement. May hope sustain you, friends surround you, and love give you strength. And you can sign it however you want. It's a get well, it's a sympathy, whatever you think. In high tide or low tide, I'll be by your side praying for you on the inside of that one. So tons and tons of options. Oh, Kathy Sanford, thank you. I'm so glad you rejoined us too. Oh, this must be an extra sample. Did I forget this guy? Yeah, I did. I did forget him. I love how that boat just sits right there in that pleat. Then finally, I did more of a quilted approach to the 5x7 cards. I think they would work with other pattern paper as well. Yes, Gail, that pleated pattern is so cool. It's going to be like a 4x7 sheet scored very specifically. So follow along with me to learn all about it. This one I have make like a lighthouse and shine. Happy birthday on that one. It's good to be young, but that ship has sailed. I use that again here. And check out just 3 little dazzles. And again, I'm not sure how well you can see that on camera, but and the finished card, it just looks so pretty, along with the, I had a postage edged scissors that I used to make the stamp there. And then Born to Shine, congratulations. And another Born to Shine, congratulations. So these are really fun to put together. I will say that the custom sentiments add a little bit of time to the process, but it also adds that wonderful flexibility that I know you appreciate. And then last but not least, we do have some pops for you. These are a bag of, it's a half a pound of panels, and you can see that they're not always the same size. The blue is a little larger. It just kind of depends on if we're working with European papers or American made paper. And these are really nice if you like to do a lot of die cutting or card making or stamping, adding things to your pages, extending the life of your papers by incorporating these as mats. Like, there's a lot of options with the pops. A lot of you subscribe to this, or you can just get them individually month to month, or just pick them up. Okay, so that's that. And I just want to do a quick review of the Blue Botanicals Page Kit. We released this, I don't even remember. I think it might have been last week. And it's beautiful and it's going fast. So I just left them in the page protectors, but you can see Karen finished up a very, very recent trip out of the country with this, but the Blue Botanicals, I would call this a photo eater. Like, you could literally have pictures from anything, anywhere, at any time are gonna go well with this gorgeous collection. And then we also did just introduce a replay of the Easy 8 album, which is a landscape 11 by 8.5 book with a really firm bookboard cover. And then you can fill it with pages inside, and this just takes the Easy 8 kit and then and the components for the Easy 8 and then any other page kit. So this, of course, I made this with the Blue Botanicals kit and it turned out so beautifully. I see there's a couple of questions. If you want to make those pages, you can take the Nantucket Page Kit and then sub it out with your America 250 bundle or your America 250 prints and Cutaparts. I hope that's not too confusing. Again, so if you want to just swap out and make those America 250 pages, grab yourself a Nantucket kit and swap out the prints and Cutaparts. That's pretty much how it's going to work. If you don't really care so much about using the goodies, you could just go to the Nantucket plain papers, grab 2 of each color, and then the bundle, and that'll give you everything you need as well. It just kind of, the advantage of getting the page kit is that you've got all the goodies that are going to work, and it's still a great value. So I hope that makes sense for you. I see Julie is sharing tons and tons of links. So also, if you just go to our website and you search Nantucket or search America 250, I will say that Kristen is our IT gal, and she's so smart. And she is on a beautiful vacation with her family. So give us a little extra time and patience to get everything working properly today, including that, I'm just trusting that everything's going to work fine in the back end, but in case it doesn't, that might be why, but we'll work through it. Let's see, any other questions I want to answer here that have come through in the chat. Does the Nantucket cardstock work for the 250th prints? Jane, yes, that is exactly right. So like I said, go to Nantucket, grab 2 of each of the colors if you would like, and then just grab that dupe bundle. You'll have everything you need. Or grab 4 of each of those plain colors. The red, the blue, the dark blue, the light blue, the red, and the craft color. I'm so glad you like that pleated card. It is so fun. It's really, really clever. Let's see. Yes, you can watch that replay if you have any other questions. And if you're watching the replay, let us know. And I love to hear your feedback and comments. I try to go back and answer and read all of them. I don't get to it every day, but I try. Okay, I think, let me just double check. I got my Page Kit, Card Kit, the cards, the pops, the blue Botanicals, the accordion pocket file. Remember, if you've been wanting one and you haven't gotten around to making yours because you're like, you just don't want to do it, remember, you can make your own accordion pocket file. I've got a starter kit for that. I've got a workshop video and instructions. But if you just want my friend Eliza to make that one for you, you can pick it up. It's okay. Because it really is a huge part of my system that we use to get you going with all my projects, pages, and cards. Okay, I'm just gonna take one more gander here. All right, I think someone's asking the max size of the, yeah, I don't know what that question was. That's okay. I would suspect that Julie will have it handled. Oh yes, and that was good information. The bundle plus 10 plain papers, 2, 4, 6, 8. The bundle plus 8 sheets of 12 by 12 papers will get you your pages. And again, just follow along with the instructions, or remember, you can do your own thing too. I know that we used to do that back in the day. Like sit down and grab paper and just sort of start making pages. But I know you are all hooked on this system with 2 little mini SD card size scraps. So if you want me to be your guide, I'm happy to help. Just grab those America 250 instructions and we'll get you through it as well. And maybe you have some papers in your stash that would coordinate. You never know. You might have something you could use. But again, we're happy to provide. All right, well, I want to thank everybody for joining me for the live or for the replay. I'm just glad you're here. I'm looking forward to celebrating our 27th anniversary all month long with you and with my team here. And so make sure you're subscribed to our emails or watch our blog. We're going to be making some special announcements and special things for our members to treat you and just to thank you for getting us through these 27 amazing years. It's been quite a creative journey. And I just want to thank my team again sincerely for all the hard work they put in, everything from ordering and designing and trimming ribbon and collating paper and putting it in boxes and making boxes. It requires a relatively small team, you'd be surprised, of really hardworking individuals, and I appreciate each one of you so much. So thank you again for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you very soon for more news from the clubhouse. I'll see you soon.